I often get the question, how do I set up the proportion? And so that's what we're going to talk about today, how to set up proportions. So the struggle is, a lot of people want math to be very prescriptive. I want this to be the step. And with proportions, you just have a lot of options. So in this example, I can read 30 pages in 22 minutes. If there are 285 pages left in the book, how long will it take to finish? Assume the same rate of reading. Now, with this being said, there are multiple ways to set up this proportion. So the big key is about consistency. And so first, identify what we're talking about. We are comparing pages to minutes. So I'm a very visual person. So I will say, okay, I know that I am comparing pages to minutes. And if I'm going to set up a proportion, I also know that I have the information that's given, and then we have our future information, right? So if you think about this as a box, the pages are going to go in the numerator, minutes are in the denominator. My first ratio is the information that is given, and the second ratio is the future information. So if you think about this, there are 30 pages in 22 minutes. That's what's given to me. And then there's 285 pages left. So pages goes on the top, X goes on the bottom. Okay, so this is one way to set it up. Some people say, well, I want minutes on the top and pages on the bottom. Great. So you could do 22 over 30 equals X over 285. It's the same proportion because remember, when you cross multiply, so we would have 30X equals 22 times 285. Same thing here, 30x equals 22 times 285. It works the same if you think of, well, minutes to pages. Maybe when you're thinking about the proportion, I don't know why I made that box. Now the first ratio is all about minutes and the second ratio is all about the page. And then maybe what you're given goes in the numerator and the future goes in the bottom. So I know that there are 30 pages in 22 minutes. That's what was given. There's 285 pages left, and we don't know how many minutes that will take us. So when you cross multiply, you still get 30x equals 22 times 285. And that's just 3 options. So you have all of these different ways, and that's why you'll hear me say, if you watch any proportion videos that I talk about consistency. So there's always things that we are comparing. So give yourself titles. That in this case, make sure that your minutes, everything in the first ratio is about minutes. Everything in the second ratio is about pages. If you write it down, it'll help you see where things go. So when you are setting up proportions, make sure that you just stay consistent. If you'd like to see more videos, you can go to themenningroup.com where I have some organized videos. Or if you'd like some tutoring or need anything else, please email me at info@themenningroup.com.